What is going on, guys? My name is Dusk Element, and this is going to be a domination on standoff. I could not get that right for the life of me for like the last 10 tries, but I finally did it. Yay! But I'm using the Tac45 only. My class setup is going to be a little bit like this. It's going to be, for perk 1, it's going to be lightweight and hardline. And perk 2 is going to be toughness. Perk 3 is going to be dexterity. I have a single, I do believe, a concussion grenade, no lethals, and no primary, of course. And because of that, I am going to have to be using 2 wild cards. One is going to be secondary gunfighter, and the second one is going to be perk 1 greed. And now for the actual gun, I'm going to be using the Tac45 with a laser sight and fast mags, which is a great complement to this gun, mainly because it does lack a little bit in hip fire up close, so the laser sight kind of helps with that. It has virtually no recoil, but the hip fire spread is a little bit big if you fire it just about as fast as I do. And I go about a 2 KD in this game. I do believe actually right out of 2 KD. I know I get 22 kills, and I think 11 does. Don't remember exactly, but I just want to go ahead and talk about a bunch of random stuff that's been going on in my life lately. One of which is that this Friday night, hopefully, me and my dad are going to be going to the track and running my new car. And the car that I got was a 99 Camaro Z28, which is a freaking awesome car. I got it with the 5.7 liter LS1 motor, which is a Corvette motor. The car is a beast. It weighs, I think, 3,200 pounds, and it has 320 horsepower. That's all of the wheels, which is pretty freaking sweet. It's got a dual exhaust, it's got T-tops, the whole 9. I wish I had a picture of it, but I don't. I do have actually a very funny story of something that happened to me and my dad while we were in the car. And I didn't even have this car for 24 hours yet, and this happened. Get this. Okay, so we are cruising around town, and we had just finished replacing some parts. We have literally spent about $1,000 in parts in this car. We hadn't replaced the brakes yet. We just finished replacing some parts, and we go, and my dad's like, "Oh, I haven't drove this yet. I want to go drive it." So I'm like, "All right," and I give him the keys to it, and I'm expecting him to run it, because that's what me and him were both doing. Like, that's the whole kind of reason we bought the car, because it was a sports car and everything. But it was very interesting what happened. He ended up wrecking it. I was in the passenger seat when it happened. But we have this highway in Beaumont, and it's not really like a highway, but it's kind of like you're going to, I don't know, like to where I live, it's kind of like going to the beach, and it's like a really long like road with just nothing on it, just like road, and maybe like a couple little buildings on the side and stuff like that, and a bunch of turnarounds. Now, we did this twice. The first time we did the turnaround, and we had traction control on, or ASR on, which is an anti-slip rear, which is what my car has, which is why we got in the freaking wreck in the first place. But what had happened was, the first time we did it with traction control on, and like any sports car with traction control on, if you go around a corner, it will go ahead and just correct itself really quickly, and it will be a teeny tiny jerk, but nothing major. We did this the second time with traction control off. I kept telling him, "No, do not turn traction control off. You are gonna fishtail it and you're gonna wreck it." He's like, "Oh no, it'll be fine, it'll be fine." So we end up doing exactly that. He fishtails it, and what fishtailing is, if you don't know, is your back wheels go opposite of what your front wheels do, and it's basically like skating all over the place, except a really big version of that, and you kind of just like go from side to side, kind of like going in an S formation, like a repeating S. But he got his foot caught under the accelerator, which sucked ass, because that means that instead of us hitting at about like 30, we ended up hitting at like 50, 55 into a ditch, which sucked. Luckily, no damage was done to the car, and we took the brakes off the next day and changed them. Needless to say, the rotors were so shot it was unreal. There was literally a centimeter of rotors on front and back missing. There were absolutely no brake pads, and the pins holding in the brakes that compresses them, we had to go to my dad's shop. Luckily, he was a welder and had the materials to do this, but we had to heat the, I do believe it is iron. We had heated it up so much, and we finally got them out, and then we had to lube them up and put them back in. But yeah, that was a little story for today. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And that's what not to do in a Camaro. Don't take corners too fast, and don't do stupid things like that, and that shouldn't happen to you. But Anyways, guys, my name is Duskulum. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the story. And as always, peace out and keep on gaming.
Losing Bravo. Losing B. We lost that round, but it's not over yet. Step up. Enemy down. Move it! Halftime.